First up is the tack reload. For the tack reload, you grab your mag about midway down, pinch with your thumb and index finger, leave these fingers open. Then you want to grab your magazine with these three fingers and use your thumb on the catch, rock it out, rock the new one back in. So with speed reload number one, where you do the rake, you're going to give it a click, bring the weapon up into your workspace, bring your other magazine out, rake, and rock. Underneath, charge. So for this method, once again, the rounds are facing away from you. Present, click, bring the weapon up into your workspace. You're going to grab it about midway because it's kind of the same grip as you use for your tack reload. And then you just sweep the magazine catch with your thumb and rock the new magazine in. Then there's the right hand method of charging the rifle. There's also overhand. The overhand works, but when you start adding a lot of things up here, lasers, especially optics that are on a high-rise mount, if you have anything mounted on top, if you have an AK that has Picatinny on top, going over can be a challenge because, for example, even though I have this extended knob on here, my laser kind of still gets in the way of that. So while it's possible for me to rack the gun like this, it's not advisable. It's not the best option. Tucking the gun in tight, especially when you have plates on or anything, all of this becomes even more cumbersome. So really bringing the gun back into our workspace, tucking it in tight, and kind of getting in this position right here and charging the weapon seems to be the best option. Now, also, the Ukrainians I have seen do a rather odd reload, but it kind of works. It doesn't really work with a laser here, so it can be kind of challenging. But I've seen this before with the Ukrainian Special Forces that were actually using AKs. I know a lot of them are using SIG MCXs right now, but some of the guys were doing a reload like this. I'll try to demonstrate it. So they were bringing the gun, once they did the thumb, ran the magazine out with the thumb, they were bringing the guns around and kind of laying them flat and grabbing them. I guess kind of, you know, like the SAYAC concept of tip on. You still have the muzzle tip on with your target and charging it. So you could still theoretically fire in this position until you get shouldered. I don't necessarily think it's the best, but it does work, so it is an option. And I will run through the other methods really quick. So first, underhand. overhand. And the Ukrainian method. And one of my personal favorite methods of reloading with an AK is a slightly strange one, but I learned it from Sonny Puzikas. And maybe other people are doing it. I don't really see a lot of people doing it, but I saw Sonny do this and teach it. So if you take your AK rounds facing forward, like this, you reach down and you grab it from the base, and you bring it under, you rake, you rotate your wrist, and charge. Do it from this side. It looks a little bit awkward, but with some practice, I find it's probably the fastest method for me. So